Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. And we have a very, very special guest with us. We just recently launched a very special chapter with us. That's for Assam. And that's one area where we wanted to be there for like so long. And we were able to have our chapter there. And all thanks to Shilpa and Vishaka for that. So
Right.
and the best part is that she is a lawyer. She does a lot around women's safety, and she's also a child activist. So I will let her speak more around the topic she has today, and it's very, very important for us as parents and for the kids too. So all over to you, Shilpa. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Vandana. Thank you. So, good evening, guys. So, today I'm very thankful to InfoSec community for giving me this opportunity, especially Vandana and Vishaka. So, I'm here with a very sensitive topic, that is how Indian laws are combating online child obscenity. So, I have been always working with the child and women sector, and I feel they're the most targeted sections of society because they cannot speak up for themselves.
Shilpa, can I request something?
Okay, sure.
You make it full screen, like on the right hand side there is a third icon. If you can make it full screen.
Okay,
um
okay. One sec.
yeah, sure. At the bottom, if you see just before 53% or 68%, you will see that there's an icon that is for full screen. If you come down at the bottom right hand side, bottom right hand side,
I'm not getting it.
um on the right hand side bottom corner, your mouse, can you come down? Yeah. No, it'll be at the bottom. It's at the bottom. I think I can see it. Yeah. So do you see the percentage? Yeah, yeah, this one.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. So, yeah, I was talking that today's session is all about a very sensitive topic, that is how Indian laws are combating child obscenity. So, I have always been vocal about women and child rights, and I feel they need special attention because they are the most targeted sections of society. They cannot speak up for themselves, and so a community like us are there to stand up for them. And so, today's session is all about that. So, let's proceed. So, child pornography is an offense that exploits children for sexual stimulation. Child pornography can be used in a variety of mediums like writing, magazines, photos, videos, drawing, cartoons, film, video, and also video games. So, the population of children in India is below 18 years is almost approximately 440 million, and out of which, according to a report by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India, almost 53% of children have been sexually victimized, and this is very unfortunate on our part that our children are facing such kind of sexual violence. So the sharing of child porn over the internet has increased considerably over time. In 1998, there were 3,000 cases of child pornography, and it increased to 1 lakh in the year 2014, just a decade later. And in India, every 20 seconds, a pornographic video is made, and out of which 38% of it is of child sexual abuse material or pornography. And due to the COVID-19 pandemic, apart from being economic loss, health loss, there has also been a considerable increase in child pornographic content online. And a data by the Indian Child Protection Fund shows that there has been an increase by 95%, which is quite large. And uh, in NGO Prerna, which is run by Kailash Satyarthi's son, Bhuvan Rivu, which shows that the monitoring system of online child porn shows that there has been an increase in search of terms like child porn, teen sex videos, and also new among the states. New Delhi was among the most New Delhi topped the search in child porn videos, and thus it makes a global issue. So let's move forward to see how international conventions are providing mechanism to combat child pornography. So I will discuss certain conventions here. There are 5 conventions. So let's begin with number 1, that is International Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So in 2016, ICMEC published a report which stated that only 27 countries have legislations that specifically addresses child pornography, and thus it makes a global issue. So it's quite unfortunate that only 27 countries have legislation related to child pornography. It is such a sensitive issue that almost every country should have legislation dealing with child pornography and making it a punishable offense. So let's move forward to number 2. It is United Nations Optional Protocol on the Sale of Children, Child Prostitution and Child Pornography. So it was ratified by 129 nations, and it came into force on January 2002. So optional protocol requires the prohibition of sale of children, child prostitution and child pornography, and obliges nation to punish child pornography. And they are also required to protect the victimized children by providing them rehabilitation. So let's move forward to the Palermo Protocol. It came into force in 2003. It has been ratified by 124 nations. The protocol establishes that it is sufficient for the protocol that if a child has been moved to a certain distance, and it will be considered a case of child trafficking or child pornography or exploiting the child for pornographic purpose. Next comes the SARC Convention on Preventing and Combating Trafficking in Women and Children for Prostitution. It was ratified by all the SARC nations in 2005, and it provides a mechanism for women and child trafficking. Next comes the Council of Europe, COE. A COE Convention on Cybercrime came into force in 2004 and has been ratified by 45 nations, including India. And it prohibits 2 sort of acts dealing with child pornography. First of all, possession of child pornography in a computer system, and procuring of child porn through a computer system for oneself or other person. So it not only makes punishable procuring child pornography for oneself, but also if it is used for commercial purpose. So let's move forward to the next slide. Now we will discuss the Indian legal framework dealing with child pornography and making it a punishable offense. So the bedrock of cybercrime in India is the Information Technology Act, which came into force in 2000, and the Amendment Act came into force in the year 2008, which included a specific provision for child pornography and made it a punishable offense. That is, it is section 67B of the IT Act. So let's see what this act says and how much punishment has been specified. So under the IT Act, under section 67B, if an offense of child pornography has been committed, then a person on first conviction shall be punished for 5 years and with an imprisonment for 10 lakhs. And if he repeats the crime, if he repeats the offense of child pornography, he will be punished for 7 years, and the amount of fine will be the same, that is 10 lakhs on second conviction. So there is another act, that is the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, which also criminalizes child pornography. And there is a provision under section 14 of the act. It says that the use of children for pornographic purpose in any form of media, be it online or offline, is a criminal offense. And According to this section, even the storage of child pornographic material for commercial purpose is a punishable offense. So it is one of the very welcoming piece of legislation of the Indian government, and it not only deals with child pornography but also provisions for child sexual abuse. Now, as cases of child sexual abuses are increasing day by day, and due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the children do not have the access to justice. So they are all the more victimized, and in 90% of the cases, it is people whom they have faith in who are the perpetrators. So it is very sad, and I think from the initial days and from the childhood days, they should be taught about good touch and bad touch. So there is another section, that is the section 293 of Indian Penal Code, which criminalizes the sale, distribution, exhibition, circulation of any obscene material to any person below the age of 20 years. So it is another stringent provision of the Indian Penal Code, that is, it criminalizes sale, distribution, and below the any obscene material below the age of 20 years cannot be sold. So now we have seen, so we have seen the provisions and punishments dealing with the international level as well as on the national level, that is our Indian laws. Now let us see how can we report child pornography. So on 19 September 2016, Aram India, it is the India's first hotline which helps prevent sexually explicit images and videos of children from being shared and going viral by allowing any citizen to easily report. So, if the content reported is found illegal, it is blocked and taken down, and it is also given a unique identification number so that in future it cannot be shared again. So, this is a very great initiative by Aram India, an NGO, and it is in collaboration of International Internet Watch Foundation. So, according to Siddharth Pillai, director, Prerna NGO, what should we do? First report, then block the content, and then they take down and hand over the content to the appropriate stakeholders for prosecution. So this is the link where we can report child pornography material if we come across. It is www.rmindia.org/report. So that's all for today's session. I think you have understood how we can report child pornography and as well as the legal provisions. I know the Indian laws are not that stringent as far as child pornography is concerned, but we cannot lose hope. I think, and there has been, I don't think they are enough, but they are sufficient, in my opinion, to at least prosecute perpetrators. And we need more stringent provisions. And moreover, I don't think so. The more legislations are formed by the government, the crimes will be lessened. I think it's what we need is working on the grassroots levels. How can we remove child pornography and change the mentality of the people from the grassroots level? So I want to end my session with a quote uh, by Ban Ki-moon, UN Secretary General. That is, together we can build a world we want, a world we are proud to leave for our children and grandchildren. So that's all for today's session, and that's about me, Shilpa Roy. I am working in Universalization of Women Helpline Scheme under Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India, and undertaking of Department of Social Welfare, Assam, as a women rights activist. And I'm a lawyer, columnist, debater, and now a part of InfoSec Girls to contribute my bit in making the cyberspace a safer place to live in. Over to you, Vandana.
Hi, Shilpa.
Hi, Vandana.
Hi. I don't see any questions in the chat box as of now.
Yeah, questions are welcome. I have discussed some of the provisions in the international level, also our Indian laws in the national level. If there is any
Mm-hmm.
question, reporting of child pornography, questions are
Mm-hmm.
welcome.
Sure, absolutely. So, any place where they can reach you on LinkedIn, on any other platform?
Yeah, they can reach me on LinkedIn as well as Facebook, and I'm available. Also, they can WhatsApp me anytime in my number.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm
Sure.
an woman activist, so my number is 24 hours active. Women in distress at any time calls me sometimes.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Shilpa. I think that was really, really helpful. We'll have some more sessions in future around the same topics. I think this will be really helpful for everyone.
Yeah, I would like love to provide more sessions and also improve the content as of
Yeah,
now.
sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shilpa. Thanks everyone for joining us